Welcome to Heat. I'm Todd Grisham alongside, of course, the one, the only, Coach.
Hey, do not try and butter me up this week.
Why? You always won it.
Well, that's true.
Is scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring from Paris, France, weighing 270 pounds, Rene Dupree.
And Coach, as we look at the French phenom, it's Hulkamania that's been running wild on Raw.
And of course, this past week on Raw, the question was, would the immortal Hulk Hogan, would he answer the challenge? Would he answer the call, answer the bell? Well, we found out we're going to take everybody back to Raw this past week. And of course, a huge, well, it was just a huge cage match, to say the least, between Kane and Edge. And once again, we're not allowed to talk about it, but all kinds of crazy things are happening. And I don't even know what to say about that. We'll talk about it throughout the hour as we get set, of course, for SummerSlam, just now, a few weeks away.
That's right, and Coach, you're not allowed to talk about it. For once, you have nothing to say.
Well, just because I'm not supposed to talk about something doesn't mean that I will not talk about something. The coach does what he wants.
Well, you can talk about Rene Dupree's winning streak. He's been on fire since coming here to Raw.
That he has.
Weighing 206 pounds, Tajiri.
So here comes the Japanese buzzsaw. What an opening contest this should be. It's Tajiri versus Rene Dupree.
Well, certainly should be a tremendous one-on-one matchup, but let's keep in mind that Tajiri has been beaten by some of the greatest in this industry, namely myself, and Rene Dupree is so much better than I ever thought about being. The French phenom will have no trouble, in my opinion, in taking out Tajiri, but this is really a statement night for Rene Dupree, for Eric Bischoff to sit back and watch and see what Rene Dupree has to offer.
And this is a battle of facial hair, Coach. We've got the goatee of Tajiri versus the French, what is that, a spread eagle mustache?
Don't even call it the French tickler, because then that's just going somewhere we don't need to go.
That's the name of his dance, Rene
I
Dupree.
realize that. I'm just telling you, don't go there. But as much of a fan as I am of Rene Dupree and as phenomenal of an athlete as I think he is, I still need to work on the facial hair. I need to work on the look just a little bit.
Well, it seems Rene Dupree's hair has gotten darker, but his winning streak is still red hot. He has not lost since coming here on Raw. A victory last week over Val Venus, and hopes to pick up another one versus the Japanese buzzsaw. Look, he's mocking him, Coach.
Now, I'm not so sure how smart that is. And then slapping Rene Dupree. Does Tajiri not realize he's at a decided height disadvantage, weight disadvantage, and skill disadvantage?
I'm not so sure about the skill, but certainly the height and weight will be an issue in this match. But Tajiri, probably a little bit quicker, will have to use that to his advantage.
You know, this past week, I just been thinking, because of course I was right there ringside on Raw, about everything that went down, everything that's now leading up to SummerSlam, and the fact that we've got so much happening this coming week on Raw as well. But I tell you what, this SummerSlam, at least early on, is starting to shape up like one of the biggest SummerSlams. That's what I'm talking about, maybe of all time.
Well, I mean, the prospect of Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan one-on-one for the first time ever as a cover here from Dupree in a 2 count. How can it get any bigger than that? Does it?
That in itself would make me want to see SummerSlam, not just on TV, but in person in Washington, D.C. But then you got the fact that you have John Cena putting the WWE Championship on the line against Chris Jericho. Well, again, that's another main event match that's going to be phenomenal as well.
A cover here from Dupree again, and another 2 count. And Coach, this past week on Raw, Cena was certainly up against the odds. A superstar surrounding the ring. Gene Snitsky inside the ring, but Cena, what do you say about the man? He's always fighting hard.
Well, I mean, and that was Chris Jericho's idea, and like I said on Raw, it didn't exactly go the way we all would have liked, but rest assured that John Cena and the rest of the superstars that came to his aid will pay for sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
We'll show you that match a little later here on Heat. Right now, though, it's Tajiri, the Japanese buzzsaw, going for the tarantula.
No, going for the most illegal move in the history of wrestling.
Call it what you will. He's got 5 seconds to keep the hold on, and it does the damage. Is it enough as Dupree is on all 4s now? Oh, boy. A drop kick. The French phenom's in trouble, and another 2 count.
Did you just say that he's on all 4s?
He was.
Will you please keep it highbrow? This is a family show.
Why are you talking about Dupree's eyebrows? Oh, back elbow. Back handspring into the back elbow. And Dupree All of a sudden, 2-0.
And all of a sudden, in a lot of trouble, all of a sudden, Rene Dupree maybe getting caught up in his own hype.
Listen to these chops delivered from Tajiri, ducking the clothesline. Oh, and a kick, and a good one. Dupree's in La La Land. 2-0.
Oh, baby, that was about as close as it can get without a 3 count.
And Tajiri saying Ichi-ni-san, which is 1, 2, 3 in Japanese.
You don't know what the heck that is.
Boy, and a spine buster from Dupree, and that will turn this match on its head, and there it is, Coach.
And we call that wham! That's what a spine buster is called.
Very impressed. Oh,
Thank
wait,
you very much.
it's the Cobra Clutch. All of a sudden, the Cobra Clutch, which beat Val last week, Tajiri able to escape, but I don't think that was such a good idea. Dupree wins again.
Here is your winner, Rene Dupree.
So Rene Dupree remains perfect. Earlier tonight, I got a chance to interview Tyson Tomko, the problem solver, Coach. He's not with Christian anymore. Christian is over on SmackDown, and Tyson Tomko had some things he wanted to get off his chest. And earlier tonight, he spilled the beans to me.